Mr. Speaker, I think you're going to get broad support for this bill when it finally is put up for a vote. I rise, though, to point out that while making this child tax credit available as early as next year for New Jerseyans is a good thing, it's nowhere near enough. We have to do more for our neighbors. Mr. Speaker, the majority party has taken to bragging about a surplus in the state budget of in excess of $6 billion. $6 billion. And some of that's because you borrowed too much a couple of years ago. Most of it's because you're taxing us too much and keeping too much of our money. It's not our money. It's the people's money. It's the taxpayers' money. We need to be more focused on giving more back. I think this tax credit, advancing it to next year so that people can collect it next year, will provide about $150 million in tax relief to families, roughly. That's great. Thank you. It's only about 2.5% of the surplus. What are you doing with the other 97.5% that belongs to the people?
On the bill.
This is the bill.
No, the tax credit is the bill, not the surplus.
You're given 2.5% of the $6 billion surplus.
That's the point on the surplus. Let's move on to surplus. I mean, on the tax credit.
Here's the point. The bill doesn't go nearly far enough, Mr. Speaker. We have ideas that can give more money back to folks. We're facing 8.5% inflation. We're facing a winter with energy bills that are going to be through the roof. Gas bills are still high. We're entering a recession. Let's act now to get more money back to the people of the state of New Jersey. Start with this, but let's expand it. We have ideas on this side of the aisle that would, for example, eliminate the marriage penalty or index the tax brackets in the income tax for
Assemblyman,
inflation.
we're talking about the tax credit bill. Please stay there.
Right. I'm talking about the inadequacy of this bill to provide the relief that the people of the state of New Jersey need.
But you're going far afield in doing so.
Here's my proposal, Mr. Speaker, and I appreciate your indulgence, and I'm going to make a motion right now. I propose that we move this bill back, make it better, index those tax brackets that haven't been touched since 1996. As inflation drives taxes up for all of our residents, let's address that. Let's do this child tax credit. Let's do more. And so, Mr. Speaker, I would like to make a motion to return Senate Bill 3046 back to second reading for purposes of substitution.
Majority Leader Greenwald, why do you rise?
Mr. Speaker, I rise to table the motion.